Hey everyone, welcome back. And in this video, let's just go ahead and review something known as non-breaking space, which might come handy sometime if you are just playing around with HTML. So let me just go ahead and add a quick paragraph right here. And let's say I want to create another one and I want to say this paragraph has many spaces, right? So you see, I wrote a lot of spaces right here. Even if I give it a lot of spaces, you're going to see that nothing really happens. In the HTML output, you actually see that, well, it appears as if there is no space or there's just single space, right? Now, HTML by default has the tendency to collapse multiple spaces into one. And there is a way, there is an actual internal tag, in defined tag, which is known as pre-tag, which preserves the space. So if I go ahead and scroll, you can see that it actually, has a scroll bar for, now having so many spaces. But the idea is that a regular tag like p or div is just going to ignore these spaces, right? Now, sometimes it's fine. I mean, most of the times it's fine. And other times when you really need to just value all the spaces and display them, you might go with options like pre and everything. But there are times, I mean, you'll always come up with those times if you're a seasoned developer, when you just want to have a quick space without actually bothering anyone, right? Or maybe like just a little space. So for those times, you have a special character known as non-breaking space. And in HTML, how do you enter that is you use ampersand, right, NBSP and a semicolon. This whole thing is super important. It should start with ampersand. It should be NBSP and it should contain semicolon, right? Otherwise things would not work. So this right here, what you're seeing is an HTML entity, right? I think I remember another one. Copy, for example. You see this copyright symbol. Yes, you can go ahead and copy paste this right here and it will still appear like the same thanks to the UTF-char set. But ideally, what should be your, if you do not have that character on your keyboard, or maybe like, if there's a I don't know if there's there's autocomplete. Wow, amazing. Let's see if we have greater than. Yes, so let's say I want to say, for example, I want to say this text. P tag is an amazing tag, right? So I cannot do it now, right? Because it treats this p tag as an actual element. So how do I do this? Well, you convert these angular brackets into their equivalent HTML entities. And the way you do it is you write ampersand, less than, ampersand, greater than, and that's it. Now you can see p tag is an amazing tag, right? Similarly, just like I said, let's say if you want to have multiple spaces in between them, you have to use NBSP, because if you do not, it will just collapse your white spaces. So now you can see that each individual space is a non-breaking space. It does not really, collapse into a single one. Because if you replace all these spaces with all these spaces, that is the breaking space, you're going to see it just, does not work. Similarly, you can probably play around more by just Googling HTML5 entities or HTML entities. And you're going to have a lot more entities available for you, all sorts of weird symbols. So yeah, that's pretty much it. A little introduction to what HTML entities are and what NBSP is. Personally, I have used like NBSP more than anything else. So yeah, that's why I wanted you to know about it. So that's all for this video. I'm gonna see you in the next one really soon.